So in this video, I'm going to be talking with my good buddy Don over in New York, and we're going to be feeding off each other and just talking about how we use different strategies to acquire things for our YouTube channel to make it better and make it bigger.
Basically sharing our experience on how we get free products and stuff like that, and giving that experience or that expertise to you guys. So let's get started.
Awesome. So one of the things that we do is we often reach out to different manufacturers of items that we know that will be specifically used within our YouTube channel. A good example for me would be Synology NAS. They actually reached out to me knowing what my content was and asked if I would like to do some tutorials for them. And I was, very happy to. So we actually struck up a conversation, and from there I've done so far 2 tutorials for Synology, and a third one is on the way, and I'm looking forward to actually continuing the relationship with them and producing more content for them.
So, quick question. How did they reach out to you? Was it like through a third party, or did they say like how they reached out to you, or they just directly said, hey, here's the email I'm shooting to you and says, hey John, we kind of want to work with you, or how did that go?
Okay, so initially Synology reached out to me via my email, which I include in my About section of my YouTube channel. So they reached out via that email and said, look, we've watched your content, we like your style, we'd like you to use your style, but doing tutorial videos in your style for our products. So
so how they found you was basically through the About page on your YouTube channel, right?
That's correct, yep. So they found me via my About page, and I included descriptions in there of what I actually do with my channel, and that's how come they knew, that I was a tech channel.
Yeah, see, that's actually a really good way to have someone contact you. Definitely put an email in your About page or an email on your description or somewhere where somebody's able to contact you. So that, I would personally say that's one of the best ways, because I got reached out many times through that method also. Same thing, leaving my email on the About page or even in the descriptions below when you make a video or something like that.
Definitely.
So another way that we could actually achieve free products or stuff like that is to reach out to the company itself. So if you're trying to have a product, or if you're trying to do a review on a product or something like that, or a project on a product, saying, here's one that I'm working with right now, which is Western Digital. Now, what I ended up doing is going to their main website and directly going to their marketing section of their website and hitting the Contact Us button. Now, on the Contact Us, you could actually have sections where there's a drop down that says, troubleshooting or whatever that case may be. But there's an actual section that says either marketing or advertisement. And that's where you kind of want to just shoot out a quick, get to the point email, you could say. Now, as soon as you open that dialog box, or depending on what website it is, most of the time you could put like your brief description of who you are, what you do, and basically telling them what you want. Now, main thing is when you do something like that, you got to make sure you got to get to a point quick, because they don't want to read a textbook to figure out what you want. They want you to get to a point. So basically, you want to tell them who you are, what you do, what value you could bring to their product, and what product you need. So something like that could be, you could finish that off probably in 10 sentences or something like that. Hey, I'm Don from Nova Spirit Tech, and I run a YouTube channel that mainly specifies in blah, blah, blah. Then you could tell them, look, my main source of viewers are hobbyists in this aspect, and I would like to review one of your products, and then you just get to a point really quick and leave them a contact email. And in most cases, they will reach back out to you. Whether it's good news or bad news, they will usually reach back out to you and say like, hey, we're not looking for sponsors, or we are looking for sponsors. There's no bad news, or you could say, but at least you tried to reach out to them. So that's another way that you could do, another way to try to get a product from a customer, from a company. Is that what you say? Yeah, and that's another way you could get a product from a company. But it's a slower method. It does take a while for them to reach back, but that is a way.
And that's a great way of doing it as well, because you've got an idea of, okay, I can use these products in my channel and I can expand upon what they already have and then therefore it's of value to them. So you're reaching an audience that wants to see those products.
Yeah, just make sure you don't get something like super outrageous. Like, I'm a hobbyist channel that does a lot of Raspberry Pis, but I want your AMD Threadripper to do a review. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So don't do, like, you try to follow within your niche.
Sounds good. Okay, so another way that you could try is through LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a social media platform for professionals. So you're going to be able to find a lot of people out there who are directly involved in the marketing or the PR side of things for those specific companies. So it's a great way of actually targeting the correct person to contact when it comes to reaching out to those companies.
Now, quick question about that. Do you have to be friends with them first? You know how you could add them as a LinkedIn buddy, or do you just directly message them?
So you could directly message them without actually being a contact straight away. So what you would do is you'd actually send them a request, but at the same time you would attach a short little message to them saying, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I'm really interested in your products, I think that we would be a really great fit together, and hence why I'm reaching out to you right now, and send it away. And that is how I would contact them through LinkedIn.
That's actually pretty good, especially if you reach out to someone, I guess, in their PR department or marketing department. That probably would work very well too. Exactly.
So by reaching out to the direct person that you're looking for, it's pretty much putting you right at their footsteps. So if they look at you and they look at what content you've produced in the past and they're like, actually, you know what? You're the sort of person that we could use, then you're really at the right person to deal with that.
All right, so what really stemmed this video between me and John, we were basically talking about another way to reach out to a company to receive their products. And this other method is actually I actually learned this from another person, where the best way is to reach them out via Twitter. I did not know this before, and I guess it's probably a known thing, I don't know, but if you hashtag a company, or if you hashtag their name, using the @ sign and stuff like that, they will receive that message. So most of the time, if you're able to say, hashtag Western Digital, I'm looking to do this project, blah, 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 or actually make that a little bit shorter. So you could do like a hashtag Western Digital, hey, I need some hard drives to upgrade my server at home. They might reach back out to you and say like, hey, I could help you out with that or something like that. So another method to reach out companies to get products is via Twitter. And, I've told by multiple sources that is actually the best way to do it. And John was able to actually find some examples on some people actually getting products this way too. So yeah, that's another method.
So that is one of the biggest things, is that if you don't ask, you can't receive. So it does feel a little bit dirty because you're going out there and you're not begging, but you're asking for things. So that's the first hurdle, is getting over the fact that you do need to ask, because a lot of the times these companies don't even know you exist. So put yourself out there, let them know who you are and what you can do for them.
That is exactly, you nailed it. That is exactly what it is. You could have 10 subscribers, or you could have 5,000 subscribers, or you could have 50,000 subscribers. But if you don't let them know that, hey, I do this stuff, they're not going to reach out to you. A lot of these companies don't even know who you are. You could have 500,000 subscribers. If you don't reach out to potential clients, or you don't reach out to these people, they just don't know. You might just think like, hey, I'm at 500,000 subscribers, people should be reaching out to me. Yes, there is that type of people that does that. They will personally reach out to these YouTubers that has 500K, but not every company does it. And it's up to you to do that hustle, to kind of go out and tell them, hey, I'm here, I do this, send me stuff, basically.
And the more you do it, the easier it gets. So practice, start out small, get out there, try it on Twitter, try it on Instagram, try it via their support pages, whatever you can. But the more you try, the more chance you have of succeeding.
Mm-hmm. And here's a bonus tip. I would definitely recommend trying to set up a long-term relationship with any company you work with, whether being the first time you might just want the product and know probably do not want to be sponsored for it. You know, don't take any cash value. That might help you extend the life of the relationship between you and that other company. And anytime when you have a long-term relationship with them, in the future, whenever you need a product, you could just be like, hey, look, I need a hard drive. Hey, look, I need a network card or something like that. They're more not resilient, what's that word? They're more inclined to help you because they know that you do this and you're starting a long-term relationship with them, and they've seen what you've done. So that might be something you want to keep in your mind. You know, maybe it's not all about the money. It's maybe just to help yourself out and to help them out.
That's exactly right.
Basically, that's it for me. I don't have any more tips as far as how to get free products. Those are the basic things that I use. You know, put your contacts out there, you know, Twitter, and shooting companies emails. Either it's Corsair if you're into gaming, if you're into hardware, you do Western Digital or stuff like that, or Raspberry Pi if you need a Raspberry Pi. You just reach out to them and you got nothing to lose. So what are your thoughts?
That's exactly right. Ask and you shall receive.
Maybe. maybe receive. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching me. I really enjoyed making this video with John. You're gonna probably, well, I hope you're gonna probably see me more on his channel because we're trying to start these little 2 new series. I'm gonna have him take it away now.
Yep, so basically if you enjoyed Don, go and check out his channel. I've got a link up here right now, so make sure you click on that. It's also down in the description below. This is a new series. It's not something that, you know, it's brand new. So make sure you tell us what you think about it by liking this video if you liked it. Disliking it, well, give us a thumb down. Make sure you subscribe to both of our channels because we're releasing new content all the time. We're getting bigger and bigger. I'm just about to hit 10,000. Don's already hit 40,000. So we're getting quite a little bit of a following there. So make sure you subscribe for more tech and maker content.
If you guys have any questions or inquiries about questions like these, especially like, you know, how to get free products, or what do we film with, or, you know, weird stuff that you want to start building a YouTube channel, or anything else, or you want to just get known, not known, you want to, man, I can't even think of the word. I'm trying to say. So if you guys have any more questions regards to, you know, getting free stuff, or, you know, what camera gear we uses, or what settings, or how to record, how to get the video up, or YouTube related stuff, or anything regards to something that we could probably answer you because we're in this kind of field, leave it in the comments below and we'll try our best to go through all of the stuff and answer your questions as much as we can, because imagine, learn, create. Aha, look at that. Nailed it on the 3rd try.
And that is the thing, is that it's, to be honest, that's the whole reason why both of us do YouTube, is that we want to share our knowledge. We want to share how we created something, how we figured something out, how we grew to 10,000 and 40,000 subscribers. That's our nature. We don't really hide anything. If you want to know anything, just ask. So with that said, as always, imagine, learn, create.